What other new world, the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So over in so the election polls have actually opened up for the primary elections in New Hampshire officially. We just got finished in Iowa now. The Democrats are all up in New Hampshire, you know, promoting themselves. You had Bernie Sanders that actually gave a speech at the University of New Hampshire in front of like 7,500 people. You know, they're throwing shots at Trump. You can't even call them shots because calling them a xenophobe, homophobe, and you know what I'm saying, a bigot, and these things of these nature, a pathological liar. This is like facts. These are facts. I mean, you know, we can prove this. A PhD professor can literally prove this with research data. But nevertheless, you have also Amy Klobuchar, who's like picked up some endorsements from like 3 newspapers over there in New Hampshire. The campaigns for Buttigieg and Sanders are calling for a recanvass, basically a recount by local elections of the results in Iowa, and leaked audio that showed Mike Bloomberg back in 2015 defending stop and frisk. So of course that apology for it that he put out recently is some bullshit. War graduate. The new world, though, the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So the coronavirus is still taking lives, man. The death toll now over there is in China is over 1,000, and over across the entire world, the number of confirmed cases tops 42,000. So in yesterday, it was actually on Monday, it was actually the deadliest day yet. 108 people have fell to the disease. Over in the city of Tianjin, China, there was actually 1,000 people that were actually quarantined or ordered to be quarantined after like 30 people were infected at this shopping mall. And then over in Hong Kong, there's raised fears that coronavirus may even be spreading through the pipes after there was a case of 2 different people catching it in an apartment building. So, green wall and graduation, man. The new world, though, the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is actually calling on all 74 federal inspectors general to actually investigate and look into retaliation-based firings of like whistleblowers and people who report misconduct done by, you know, the president. Now this comes as I told y'all yesterday how actually so far Alexander Vindman, the National Security Council's Lieutenant Colonel, who had actually testified in the House impeachment hearing, as well as Gordon Sondland, the U.S. ambassador to the European Union, hired by Trump after he gave a bunch of money to his election campaign, whatever. Both of these men have been fired due to them basically testifying in the House impeachment hearing, which they were legally obligated to do after they were subpoenaed to do so. But yeah, so now it's looking at like some illegal shit, retaliation-based firing. Let's see what happens though. Green Wall graduate. The new world, though, the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Make sure you sign that petition on Get Donald Trump off Twitter. On the change.org, link in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube, or my Instagram account, GradyGrant716. You'll find the change.org that lays out exactly why you should be removed from that platform. From violating Twitter policies to putting us and U.S. troops in danger to spread misinfo, all of that shit, man. It's gotta stop. Now, check this out, though. On CBS's Face the Nation, Senator Lindsey Graham actually announced what essentially Attorney General William Barr had confirmed yesterday, which is that the Justice Department is actually, Department of Justice Department, DOJ, whatever, is going to actually look into and investigate the findings that Rudy Giuliani, Trump's personal lawyer, former mayor of New York City or whatever, had actually obtained from Ukraine on Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden. So this is evidence that I guess may even lead to them still trying to get motherfucking Joe Biden the fuck up out of here. Now, I don't care for dude as a presidential candidate, but this still kind of falls in line with being some treasonous shit. Let's be real. Green War graduation. For the other new world, though, the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. State-sponsored computer intrusion is what Attorney General William Barr has actually said that China is responsible for. This comes as the Department of Justice has officially charged 4 Chinese military hackers with basically for the hacking of the computer system breach of credit monitoring agency Equifax. Back in 2017, remember, you've heard me talk on rap about this actually on Black Fox News World Broadcast number 9, aka Divest, where I mentioned how 140, well now the number is seen as 147 million Americans' information was compromised You're talking about, social security numbers, birth dates, driver's license information, whatever. A huge breach that Equifax still has not handled properly and has put a lot of Americans in peril. Nevertheless, computer fraud, wire fraud, economic espionage, and conspiracy to commit all of those are the charges by the DOJ to these for Chinese military hackers. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. Make sure y'all check out my mixtape, man, at @still_I grind, a visual mixtape, you know what I'm saying? It's actually a link to the YouTube video that allow you to watch the full mixtape all the way through. 24-minute runtime of straight heat, man. It's the prelude to my album too, Still I Grind, on the motherfucking way. Now check this out though, over in Salvador, the Congress over there is actually condemning what they're describing as like an attempted military coup. But basically the president of El Salvador, pardon me, Nayib Bukele, actually came in, stormed the legislative assembly on Sunday with armed militia, basically demanding that the lawmakers there approve of this $109 million loan that's supposed to basically equip military and law enforcement personnel. So, that's some brolic ass shit. And basically, from what he said to his supporters at a rally, that they're basically gonna do it again. God wanted them to have patience, but these shameless people are not allowing them to. Basically, there's something along them lines. They do God in there. Ain't gonna do it on a Sunday. That's insane. Green War and Graduation or shit. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. So over in the Philippines, Frida Leyte 5, Leyte 5. This is a slogan that's going on because people want to free these 4 environmental and human rights defenders and this one journalist that were actually detained on Friday in Tacloban City, which basically is for them being, critical of the government over there. Nevertheless, Marissa Cabal Zhao was as the organizer, and even her 1-year-old child was actually arrested, but eventually released. But nevertheless, these 5 are still behind bars. And local media is saying that hundreds of arrest warrants exist like this for other activists because they were basically accused of having weapons and of being belonging to a communist. President Duterte over there seemingly having a crackdown on people like that and the media outlets. The government's moving to shut down ABS-CBN, the leading broadcast network over there, due to their critique of Duterte's drug war. There's an ongoing crackdown on media outlets. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. So the United Nations is actually warning that over in Eastern Africa there's actually a threat of swarms of locusts that are coming and devastating the crops that are supposed to be born in. Now you're talking about a swarm of locusts is said to be able to run through enough food that could feed 35,000 people in a day. So the countries that are worst at risk, you're talking about Kenya, Somalia, Eritrea, Djibouti, Uganda, South Sudan. These countries are at worst risk, and it could be even. It could become even worse, and the United Nations is warning it to be the worst infestation that the continent has seen in decades due to heavier rainfall and climate change. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. So over in actually we're talking about in Canada. So you have 47 people that were actually arrested on Monday due to them standing in solidarity with the Wet'suwet'en Nation. That has actually been battling against the building of TransCanada's 400-mile-long coastal gas-linked oil pipeline. A $4.7 billion project that is intruding on their land, indigenous land. So the government had, I told y'all the other day that they had actually approved and called for these blockade camps that were formed by the indigenous people to be removed, and they proceed with the building of it. Well, now you had activists all over the country actually blocking railways, ports, and other sites of transportation. It affected 20,000 railway passengers as 200 freight trains were actually kept from moving. So the people are standing on, it seems like, the right side of justice. We'll see how this turns out though. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So over in Seattle, the city council actually voted to ban most evictions that would take place during the winter months. We're talking about from December to February, if enacted. But the person who sponsored this bill is Socialist City Council member Kashama Sawant. So shout out to that person. But that it seems like a noble thing to do. Don't kick people out while it's fucking cold in Seattle. We'll see what happens though. Green Wall graduation. The New World Order Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So, Puerto Rico's Federal Financial Control Board, also known as La Junta, has actually reached a deal with its bondholders to actually reduce the country's general debt from $35 billion to about $11 billion. They're still requiring that in order to go through with this deal for the island to actually pay $3.8 billion up front. Now, back in 2017, La Junta actually filed for bankruptcy, hoping to restructure the island's $129 billion debt. But, it's looked at as a step forward. It still has to be approved by Puerto Rico's legislature. But, this is done by a board. La Junta, they're known to have this is an unelected board that has been accused of, corruption in the past. But they handle the country's all of their economic situation. Similar to the Federal Reserve in the U.S., no? Green Wall graduation. The New World Order Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So over in Arizona, so they've been breaking ground trying to build Trump's border wall, and they've actually begun destroying a burial site, a Tohono O'odham burial site. Now, this place known as Monument Hill is part of it is on the Roosevelt Reservation, which is west of Lukeville, Arizona, which is a border town. But nevertheless, this was a place that was used for religious ceremonies, and its cultural significance goes back hundreds of years. And it's basically fuck the indigenous, fuck all of that shit, it's being sacred and all of that. We're building this motherfucking wall. It's basically what the Trump administration and Trump himself is saying. Keep in mind though that since August, when they've been building in Arizona, there's been saguaros and other cactus varieties yanked from the ground, and the pumping of scarce water resources. Green Wall graduation.